Welcome back to Stationeers and our little tiny cave on Europa. I've moved a couple of things around, and just the problems I was having at the end of the last episode, I did get helped with by commenters, which helped immensely. It turns out when I pulled the battery out of my suit, I turned off the AC, so everything was freezing. So that's all been resolved now. Oh, and the other thing was that I'd forgot to turn this battery cell charger back on, so these wouldn't charge otherwise. But yep, you'll see that's discharging at the moment. Nothing else is on, so that should stop very soon now, once these have hit maximum. They say full, but I really don't have anything else actually on. Let's just test that. Yeah, there we go. So it must just be the charger. Fine. So what do we need to do today? Well, we need to get some more power in here, mainly because I don't want to keep burning coal, and I don't have to keep fetching coal. So I think we're going to have to go through this wall, which means we're going to have to depressurize anyway, because I don't have the airlock up and running yet, and try and run some cable out here through the other side of the wall and to our for solar panel. So given that that's going to cause problems anyway, well, it's going to have to be me. Let's just switch those out. There we go. And I am actually going to have to burn a little bit of coal. So let me just recharge first of all. And I don't want to put iron sheets in there. And do I have everything I need otherwise? I've left this little gap here just so I've got some space. And I wouldn't bother digging out. The main problem you've got if you try to dig more out now is that doing that sometimes in the same area that you've got stuff just hanging around causes it to go through the floor quite often. So yes, I would recommend not doing that. And we probably have to turn on this active vent again. Yeah, I'll just stand over here by the active vent, and that'll give me an indication when this charge is ready. It's filling up, obviously, and we'll see how long that takes. I'll skip forward, I think. And of course, what I'm going to do is go out here and then go and try and set up the solar panel, and we'll see how well that goes. We're out of coal, so that's about as good as it gets. That's charged low, and so is this one. So do I have any more coal? I'll go and fetch some more anyway, and recharge things, and join me outside for some solar panel shenanigans. See, here we are outside, and while it's daytime, we should take a quick look at where the sun is. So here's our entrance, and the sun is going that way. So it's going to be pointing over here, which means around about here isn't actually too bad. For some of the daytime at least, if we angle our sort of solar panel going this way, yes, I know the power's low, then we may or actually be not too bad. So let's just swap things out, and let's put this away for a second. And where is our solar panel? Not in organics. Please don't fly away. Did I take it inside? I don't think I did. Consumables. No. Are you in here? Construction supplies. Solar panel, there we go. And glass sheets. So solar panel, yeah, it's going to go down that way and then across the sky, sort of pointing that way. I could probably do with taking out this spire in front of the rocks here. And am I going to need to put a block down? I guess I am. So let's just go and get a block from inside. And then we will probably need to weld it as well. So let's get the plates. And sunset's going to be that way, so sort of pointing this way seems reasonable. You will have to do, I guess. We're going to go that way. And we're going to be going up this wall and across here, aren't we? So this seems fine. Let's draw that for a second. Grab our welder. Seems so archaic just doing one solar panel, but one solar panel should do us. It's like go nighttime, which isn't terribly great on the Europa, but otherwise fine. Where did I leave all of our stuff? Let me just put this in here. Don't think I'm going to need any more iron frames yet, but so let's have a look at this. Yep, solar panel. So we don't. It doesn't really matter if we have separate data inputs or the same at this point, but we do want to think about where our power input is. Let's just put it there for now. We'll have to move it later, I am almost sure, but that is fine. Let's just complete the solar panel first so I can tell where everything is. And tilt downwards. Yeah, so we are going to rotate it, actually. I've got a fiddler this thing is. Rotate right. Let's actually just put it back at 0. And we're going to tilt it all the way over the top. 70% maybe? So we sort of want it pointing that direction. Yeah, that will do. Maybe a bit more. 80. Yeah, that's about as easily as I can position it, and as best as I can position it without a great deal more work. So we're going to have to, I'm afraid, make more cable. I think we're going to be out. So even if I just do things straight, it'll be a problem. So let's just get that going. How much power do I have? Is it critical yet? It's low. Okay, we still have the other battery in there, so I can actually fix this if I need to. So 10. Whoops. No, let's just drop this on the ground or in here. Don't actually need it for now. Grab you. And then we're going to be going into that block somewhere. So we will have to be careful about where to put this. I think that's probably going to be where I can get things going. And then just these last few pieces. 1, 2, 3. 4, and then a corner piece. All right, so we've got it to that block, and it's connected all the way in there, so that's good. So we can head down here. I've only got one left, so let's just close up. And what I'm going to do is, just so I don't completely deplete this, and thanks for the tip for someone who told me to do this. I'm going to close you. Not that this was going to help too much until I finish this off, but we're going to have a manual airlock that doesn't really do much other than only allow one block space of stuff to get inside. So I'm just going to... Ooh, that's already depleted. So we're going to have to close both for at least a little while I get things re-going again. Are you dead? You are dead. Wow. Okay, let's just flip that around. Just so that it will evacuate. And there down goes the pressure. That won't take long to drain that battery, I imagine. Especially not if I leave the charger on. Let's just switch these out again. There we go. And we're down at 0 kPa. We may well need to have more vents in future just to drain this quicker. One quick note on the airlock, by the way. We're going to be installing the airlock backwards. The outside of the airlock, the bit that you don't want it to evacuate gases into, is here. We're inside a cave, we want this to be in vacuum. So this is the outside of the airlock as far as that's concerned. The inside, I think, is going to be the other side. Hopefully that will all work out. Because once we're in the airlock itself, it's going to try and pressurize when we try to head out. And when we try to come in, or, well, out as far as the airlock's concerned, it will depressurize us and then get into this environment. So unlike Mars, we shouldn't have the problem where it sort of mixes gases together. And why are you still saying minus 155? It should be 0.
Critical.
Now it's power critical. Okay. And I'm just going to switch over temporarily using a small battery. And now, if I stand right here, we're at 0. If I take one step, it's going to go to 155. Oh, there we are. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to leave that on, and I'm going to recharge, and then we'll come back for the rest of the cable. You see where I've put a cable piece coming in here, I may need to move the solid generator to actually be able to hook it up to the input of the power. I may need to move this one further across, but we'll see in a couple of minutes. Okay, so we've got a bit more charge, and hopefully I can force this open for a second. Not that it's going to matter anyway, because as soon as I remove that wall, the whole thing's going to depressurize. But, you know, you got to maintain some semblance of this being okay. And why is it already... Have we got a leak? Or is it just what was in that... yeah, it's just what was in that one block space, I think. It's been taken out by this, but given it's already cold, we may as well not bother. So let's just take you out for a second. And there you can see our cable, so we can bring that in. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Are you connected? Did I actually guess that right? Makes a change. Not that I'm that surprised, but, you know, it happens. There we go. Okay, and you should be sealed again. So I'll turn this back on. And we should be able to, well, leave that alone for now. So now this this cable comes in here, and we want to take out any remaining coal we've got. So let's just take out that, put that in our backpack temporarily, because we're going to have to move this generator. Yeah, it doesn't have enough battery left. Well, thankfully we have a few spare batteries. Not that they're going to last for much longer. Okay, so now we just need to move that around. The power output's on this side, so if we just put it one further back, then that should do the job. That means I can then connect this in. And we have 4 spaces left, so 4 cables left, I should say. 2. All right, now that should now be complete to the solar panel outside. So whenever it is actually... daytime, we should get some actual materials in here. So, things rolling around, or is it just me? Oh, I just took down the valve and put it in the auto lathe. Okay, so let's just turn you off for a second. And something's still draining power in here. Let's turn you off. And... okay, it's not draining and it's gaining, so it's now actually sunlight outside. Good. Hopefully that will actually supply more power than I'm losing on my suit, because it's minus 148 in here because it's still not completely evacuated. That is fine. So once we get to this point, it will have completely evacuated. And, well, that's going to be... in fact, that one solar panel isn't even enough to power this vent. Why does that... is that just... no, it's not drained everything, that's why. Alright, so let's just bring this back in again. And the next step is, of course, we're going to power this airlock. So that's probably not going to be a surprise for you guys. But we are going to need a few pieces. So there is going to be the glass panels from outside. We're going to need a circuit board. And I'm we're going to need a locker fairly soon just to put all this stuff in, just to actually bring it in here. I don't want anything on the ground when I start digging, because we will get issues with things going through the floor. And I don't want that to happen at all. I'd rather not lose anything. So that briefly was let's just see. If I turn you off now, we should be gaining. Yep. But I don't know whether it's gaining faster than it's actually my suit's losing. So I'm going to have to also look at a few things, one of which is, well, what do we actually need for a better suit? Let me just quickly check the wiki. It's probably not going to be good. It's probably going to say alloys. Back in a second. And while it wasn't on the wiki, it is certainly in our e-reader. So the hard suit itself, which I think is probably the main thing that will help, you're going to need gold, which is fine. Steel, not fine, because we need a furnace for that. Lead, again, fine-ish. If I find some lead, that's the main issue. And Invar, 20 Invar. So yeah, we're not getting that fairly soon. Yeah, I need to do some other stuff for that. Is it going dark in here? Let's just turn on my light. In fact, you can actually tell, it seems, with... if I turn this off completely, it's completely black. But when it's sunlight, outside. You can actually tell in here it is slightly lighter. I know you may not be able to tell on YouTube, but trust me when I say it is slightly lighter. So I can tell, which is important. So I don't need a window out there. So what have we got now then? I was considering making a tool manufactory to see if I could make any of it, but given that we need steel at least, there's not much point with that. We could do an electroprint, but again, I'm going to need more space before we actually consider that. So I think what I'm going to do is, in fact, can we build a locker with this? Some way of storing stuff inside. Crate. Not necessarily. Locker we can. Good. What does that actually take? Please not steel. 10 iron. Yeah, okay, so let's just build one locker. I have enough battery power. You'll see my charge is still high on my internal battery because we're back in vacuum again. So I can turn you off. Save a little bit of extra power. So much of this early stuff is just going to be saving power as much as possible and watching out for daylight before even doing lots of other stuff. So that's fine. Okay, so is that finished? Yeah, kit locker. Oh, in fact, didn't make two. In fact, don't mind if it makes two. We're going to need, because there's two different variants. There's a small locker and a large, and I think I'm going to go with the small lockers for the moment. So I just want to grab all the stuff from around here and make sure there's nothing on the floor before I start digging or anything like that. And yeah, you can go. I have to consider I need to get back here to pick up ingots and stuff. So I guess I should probably put the locker actually back here. And the ingots should be okay there. They should just come out next to the locker. And can we put another one here, I want to say? Yep, that's looking good. So now can I just put this stuff inside here? There isn't as many spaces inside these by comparison to the larger lockers, but they are a lot easier to put away. And they do stack next to each other as well. It's just that that's still nowhere near as dense as the main locker. So we are all fine, I think. We have everything we need in here, as long as I as long as I don't need to eat, which is coming up soon, I guess. But now what do we need to do? We've got a solar panel outside. We're going to need steel, and we're going to have to use the old steel method. I think we need some oxides, some volatiles, and we're going to need some iron and coal, etc. 3-to-1 and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'll need to do that as well. Anything else in here? No, I think we just need to dig at this point in here. So let me just see if I can dig. It's going to start releasing gases. That's the only problem with doing that. I could do with doing it during the day. Let me have a think about it. Okay, so I've actually put down pieces underneath here. You can see there are the edges of them. You couldn't see them until now, of course. And I just want to quickly expose those. Did I go? Yeah, I did go one further back. Good. And if we then think about some steps down here, you'll see that so there goes the temperature. And that's where I have to make sure to enable this, just to make that sure that's leaving. And then we're going to think about some stairs here. I don't think we get some stairs by default, so I'm going to have to build them. But I don't want to go across anymore because I think out there is essentially low ground. So we need to go further down. This is very much like early Minecraft. You know, you're caving a hole in the wall and we need to just keep going. Hopefully I don't hit space, but that is possible as well. And yeah, so let's see. Can I build kit stairs using the auto lathe? Let's have a look. Arc furnace, no. Cladding, I think I may use cladding for floors. It makes quite a smooth, or ceilings, it makes quite a smooth effect for those. Container mount furnace we can make with, what does a furnace take? Iron and copper. Okay, that's actually doable. Do we get any kind of stairs? Yes, what does the stairs take? Wow, 15 iron for stairs. But we just absolutely need to go down. We can't stay up here near this area. So yeah, I'm going to have to build those. Let me sort that out and we'll come back. Yeah, and even here, I think we've hit a problem. So here's one block. I've removed the second block and gone down with one stair. So it's fine about here, but But as I get right to the end, it goes up to 15, 16. I think that's open, and I think we're going to have to just stop that. So we're going to have to deconstruct the stairs, and we're going to have to block that up with, you know, typical... well, I don't even know if we can. Let's just see at this point. Hopefully we can. We'll have to go outside, I think, for some more block supplies. Will that be airtight if I put it right there and seal it up? I'm going to need some more stuff, so that's not great on here. We need more power and bits and pieces. So let's just put this in my backpack. And I've got another set of stairs ready, and we'll try go down that way. I think I'm gonna have to remove this solid generator again. But first of all, I'm gonna go outside, force open the airlock, and head in here. Close the airlock this way, and then I think in my backpack I've got the airlock circuit board, and let's just unlock this side. Here we go. Oh, why? Why? That's not even fair. I'm sorry. Suit damage.
Power low.
Yes, I know. Suit damage.
Oxygen low. Temperature low.
There it is. It's recovering again. Wow. That's crazy. If you get suit damage, you are very quickly killed on Europa. So let's just grab all these supplies that we're going to need on the inside to try and wall things up. Is there anything over here that we actually want? We've got the glass. We're going to need some more passive vents and active vents, but that's something we can make. Sensors we'll take with us when we're going to need that as well. Filter, water, data disk. We're going to need the data disk. And is there anything else? It's going to be in this canister, if anywhere. No, I'm not going to need iron walls, I don't think. So let's head back in, and I'll see if this is all recoverable again. So let's just close that outer wall. Well, it is a wall, even though it's an airlock door. Open the inner door, and then we want our welder and our... yeah, there we go. Those. Oop. Go on this side. All right, that's one side filled in. And then we will just do the others as well. Why is it minus... why is it absolute zero in here? I mean, I know I cool things down, but in fact, it's below absolute zero. The calculation has just died, I think. In any case, that's something we'll have to deal with. It's there it is. It's going down. It's rising now. Okay. Have we actually taken care of the problem though? More to the point. I don't see any more of the lines, and it's dropped to 0. Let's come over here. Yeah, we look to be airtight again. Good. So now I guess we can try putting the stairs the other way. So if I just drop this for a second, and then... oh, have I left my welder on? Yeah, don't leave your welder on in your backpack. Oh, it's actually in my backpack. Okay. Turn the welder off for a second. Put that there, and then we're just going to remove this last frame. We don't have that many frames left, to be fair. And then let's go and try and get some stairs going the other way. So that's going to have to go that way. Okay. And we have to dig that way and see if that one works. So let's just... do we okay for power? Not really. I could do with some more power regenerating. Is it daytime? Let's just test that. I'm not sure if you can tell, but... it is daytime. Hopefully you can, the fact you can see that and it's not just black means that it's daytime. And we're completely dead. Our power's completely out. But we should be getting some power. Yeah. Okay. Use a crowbar to open that. Maybe not. So now I'm going to need to dig it down that way, and I'll move this across probably onto here or something, put a few more cables, and we can sort it out. But either way, I'll dig a bit further. And here we are underneath our generator. So I've brought the stairs down here, and I had taken another set of stairs down. Again, we had the issue of the atmosphere leaking out. So maybe some of you who have played on Europa can tell me, is this actually still a problem in the game? Are we still going to lose atmosphere no matter which way we go? Or is it simply a function of height? Because if it's just a function of height, then I can actually work on going straight down with ladders or something like that to start us off. And I would prefer not to have to use ladders because they're a bit slow. But it seems like at the moment we're going to need to do something along those lines. We're still in a cold atmosphere just because I depressurized us by digging sideways again, or at least slightly sideways. So do let me know if you know more information about that. Otherwise, yeah. So I think I'll leave it there for this episode. It's about 25 minutes or so. We've got a bit more stuff done. We got, again, everything wired. I do actually need to complete this airlock, though. Is there anything I can complete this airlock? I think I'll have to remove that wall again, aren't I? And I'm going to have to make more cable coil. We'll do the airlock next episode. You've seen them. We do them before. They're not terribly amazing or anything like that. There's nothing too worrying about them. I'll just need to make some more vents and pipe, I think. And then we should be sorted. We can obviously just open this door. There we go. So if we put the sensor on that wall or something like that, we do have this pipe and it does go to the outside. So we could maybe, if this moves, no, we may need to put at least another active vent there because the passive vent is fine on that end. So we could probably put the active vent there and maybe the gas sensor down there or something like that, or up at the top or something along those sort of lines. And from that, we should be able to build a functioning airlock. But I'll leave it there for this episode, and you can give me your ideas for what we're going to do with our hole in the wall. We may have to abandon it sooner or later, and I may well have to basically grind down that spire outside to give us a little bit better chance of getting some more power, which we're about to run out of, for our solar panel. All right, if you liked the episode, feel free to like, subscribe, share as normal, and of course, if you want to see subscription sort of notifications, do click the bell next to the subscribe button. Then you'll get them in your subscription section of, or rather the little notification section of YouTube. Otherwise, as always, guys, thanks for watching.